Hello, my name is Kai Smith, and today I'm going to be discussing the influence of Lumanutrition Berberine tablets on glycogen phosphorylase B. As we all know, one of the key enzymes in glycogenolysis is glycogen phosphorylase, which catalyzes the release of glucose 1-phosphate, supplying glucose for metabolic processes, a very common way for our body to produce energy, which is something that many companies like to target to either increase or inhibit, and in this case, Lumanutrition claims that it can increase our energy by activating glycogen phosphorylase B to its A form, and I tend to prove whether or not its claims are valid by performing kinetics assays to monitor the rate of product formation of glycogen under 600 nanometer wavelengths in the context of known activators of AMP and IMP. Feel free to look in the background to see sample observations of the chemical reaction itself, as well as the molecular structure of berberine and the chimera model of glycogen phosphorylase. Moving up to the results, we can see clearly that IMP and AMP are both known activators showing common increases in Vmax and a decrease in the Km. Now let's look at this in the context of berberine. Looking at the first assay performed, we can observe that berberine showed a drastic increase in Vmax while drastically decreasing the Km. It is worth noting there was a poor fit observed on the second Km, on the first Km, suggesting there might be some kind of influence there, suggesting the Km might actually not be different. So that would likely require a redo. However, we also look at the second assay, which shows relatively inconclusive results because it increased the Vmax. However, the Km also increased, suggesting some form of potential competitive inhibition. Going off of that, it seems clear that this could suggest two things. First, the more likely option that there was an experimental error and we should likely want to perform further analyses with more data points to provide better fits and a deeper understanding of what might actually be going on. The second potential option is that this serves as some form of dual effector that essentially can inhibit at low concentrations and activate at high concentrations, though that would obviously require further analysis. In addition, it would be wise to increase and then decrease the acidity of berberine, as it is shown to change at different levels of acidity, such as the high levels of acidity or low pH within the stomach. Again, I would like to thank Dr. de Guzman for supporting this capstone project, and thank you very much for your time.